Tom Cloud with this week's Precious Metals Market Update. I want to jump, Jerry and I had a conversation this morning as I filmed this here on Wednesday, and we're looking at a webinar on September 6th to bring everybody up. You'll be hearing more about this, and next week I'll be doing an interview about what I see and with Jerry. But for today, we want to just go back and summarize. We've had a slow summer, as we usually do, as some things will happen. But the main thing that happened during the summer, I issued a buy signal for the first time in a decade on silver at 1595. We already see it up to 1683 as I record this. And this is just the start of where I think silver is going. And yesterday I issued a guarded buy signal on gold, and it's jumped $17 in one day. And we're starting to see the shorts disappear as the risk is too high. And certainly we've been hearing rumors for 30, 60 days that the big boys are too afraid to short the market. The risk is too high. And certainly a lot of them have many million ounces of silver and ounces of gold. They want gold and silver to go up, but they want it to go up when they're ready. But now they may not be able to control it, but because of what's going on with the development of cryptocurrencies that are going to be backed by gold and silver. There are several that I know of are in development, and I'm sure there's others I don't know about. But let me say this right now. We get so many calls about cryptocurrencies. I'm not an expert in that area, but it's no different than a fiat currency. Just think about it. If you buy a Bitcoin or any of the other ones, what backs it? Absolutely nothing. Who does it allure to? It brings in illegal money, and then you see some of them get domiciled and have to leave this country and have to move to other countries just to operate their thing. I'm not saying if you want to speculate on cryptocurrencies, I think that's fine. If you allocate a percentage, that's fine. But, there's nothing to back it except the secrecy of it and illegal money that's pouring in trying to wash illegal money. And we know historically that's always led to some kind of problems. So all I'm saying to you is cryptocurrency is not a catch-all. If you want to speculate, that's great with a small percentage. But realize that's what I'm not talking about. I'm talking about a cryptocurrency that will be a currency backed by gold and silver. And when we hear like this one that's being developed in London that we know more about than any of the others, we could actually see 250 tons of gold purchased just to back the initial thing. And just think what that would do to the price of gold if 250 tons was purchased and taken out of circulation for maybe ever. Maybe taken out to back physical currency. Why would anybody in their right mind stay in a Federal Reserve or a FDIC insured bank account when they don't have near the assets to cover when at some point in the near future you'll be able to move your money out of a banking system into a new system and have it backed by gold and silver where you have no risk in what you have. So you either are going to see commercial banks move into the development of cryptocurrencies like everybody else, or they're going to get left behind. And I even heard one guy recently say the greatest investment next year could be the shorting of major bank stocks. Now, certainly it's too early to tell, but it shows you the thinking of people with money out there. So we're moving into the point of the year that's normally the best for gold and silver. That's the last 4 months of the year. We don't think this year will be any exception. We look for a great move, and we are amazed at how well gold and silver held up during the summer months this year. And what I talked to Jerry about this morning was just a quick review on the process for the ones that are new listeners. When you buy from us, you're paying spot price plus the premium that we pay to the Royal Canadian Mint for silver bars or gold maple leafs or whatever the product is. Then there's the commission. we're charging 2.5% to 3%, depending on the product and the volume, above our cost. We are then shipping it to you free at your address, or we're delivering it to a warehouse account that we've set up for you that's the lowest storage fee in the world, right here. We don't take a markup on the storage like most companies. We pass it all along to you, and I can't mention the basis points on here, but give us a call. You'll be shocked at what it is, the basis points for just a $10,000 minimum setup. And if you already own gold and silver, you can then transfer it to your new account and have the new storage fee. So we're doing something nobody else is doing. And when you're ready to sell it, if you leave it in the warehouse, there's no shipping charges back, because we'll move it and sell it. Every wholesaler we deal with has an account in these warehouses. There's 5 of them around the world, but the 2 low ones are in Canada and the US, but we have access to New Zealand, Cayman Islands, and Singapore. And once again, even though those fees are higher, we're not taking a markup, and they're still very low compared to our competitors. And when you're ready to sell, we don't charge you anything. There's nobody in the industry doing what we're doing, but we believe, after doing this 41 years, it's about you. I've been blessed. I've been a blessed man in every aspect of my life. And I'm working because I want to help you, not because I have to. I'm already living where I want to retire, and I'm already taking off more. So I'm here literally to help you. Ain't no question about it. So just remember, 3% or less, we're going to pay the shipping and insurance to you personally or to the warehouse. We're going to get you the lowest warehouse deal in the world if you want to have it stored. And when you're ready to sell, we're going to charge you no back-end fee. You tell me anybody's even close to that. And, you can call us if you need a self-directed precious metals IRA. We can function as your broker and representative, and we'll lead you to one of the top custodians, the ones that will send you reports every quarter, and the ones that tell you when you have to take out, to take money out when you hit 70.5. So we can set that up and get you the lowest fee. Now, we can't control the storage fee on that. The custodian does that. But we can still work with you in allocating silver and gold into your self-directed precious metals IRA. So if you need to talk about any of these subjects, but next week, we'll be doing an interview style, and we'll be talking about subjects we're going to do on the 6th of September. Put it on your calendar now at 1 p.m. Eastern time, Eastern Daylight. We'll be doing a webinar with Jerry at FTM Daily, and it'll be available after that. But if you want to hear it live and type in questions during the webinar, it'll be done on September the 6th at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And then next week, in the lead up to that, a couple of weeks later, we'll be doing an interview style with Jerry to cover some of these things. We just want to get called up, remind you of how cheap we sell things, and what an incredible source we are for you, the investor, not to have to go in. I'll close this with a real short story. We get a call from a lady. She buys a bunch of gold and silver from a telemarketing firm, and make a long story real short, she paid 18.8% higher than she would have paid with us. Plus, they told her they're going to charge her between 3% and 4% when she's ready to sell it. I mean, it just made me sick to think a widow trying to be a good steward of what's left to her has to make 22% just to break even. I mean, it just makes me sick to think about it. So if you have friends out there looking at gold and silver, please refer them over to us. And you can reach us at 800-247-2812. That's 800-247-2812. With this week's Precious Metals Market Update, this is Tom Cloud signing out.